The moment you hear you are unclutched, the first fear that arises in you, if I start living without connecting my thoughts, who will pay my bills? I could lose all my wealth. I could forget where I've kept my money. I will not be able to live successfully in a society. How will I do my job? How will I take care of my things? Won't I not just lie down in my bed without doing anything? Why would I go out, go to my office? I ask, why wouldn't you go to your office? The moment you ask that, it means that you inherently have a little hatred or a little vengeance against your office work. This is why the moment you find some excuse, you want to escape from your work. By asking this question, you are only expressing your anger, your violence against your routine, nothing else. The question has nothing to do with unclutching. If you have such questions, just unclutch and sleep for 10 days. There is nothing wrong with that. Have a vacation for 10 days. Decide, I am going to unclutch from both the identities. How many days do you think you can sleep? How many days do you think the cessation of activity can continue in you? Only until the tamas energy in you is exhausted. After that, you will automatically start doing something. So, even if you feel it is lack of responsibility or defeatist behavior, be unclutched for a few days. You will then understand and experience that when you are unclutched, you will not have a lazy or passive attitude. Mentally you will be silent, but physically you will be active and alive. When you are in that space of irresponsibility mentality, you are very active, but physically you are tired. When you are unclutched, physically you are active and alive, but mentally you are silent. You see, 33% of the body is sattva, pure silence. 33% of the body is rajas, restlessness. And 33% of the body is tamas, deep sleep, laziness. Right now, the first fear that happens in you is if you unclutch, you may become tamasic, a lazy person. Unclutch. That 33% of your laziness will quickly be exhausted. It will disappear from your system within a few days. Then you will automatically start working from your innate intelligence. You don't have to be driven by fear and greed to live your day-to-day life. I am not saying you should stop thinking completely. I am only saying when you are unclutched, whatever thoughts have to happen will happen automatically. Initially, when you are unclutched, you will feel as if no thoughts are happening. Later, you will understand, even after unclutching, whenever thinking is necessary, the mind is clutched. Whenever thinking is not necessary, the mind is unclutched. Your mind is being used as an instrument, not as a master. We can live purely from inspiration, but the problem is we are never given that confidence. We are never given the courage that we can live simply by inspiration. Sometimes you can see no reason for radiate excitement. For no reason you radiate intelligence. That is what I call inspiration. It may last only few moments, but you need to realize that those few moments can become a way for your life. If we remain unclutched, then continuous inspiration will happen in our life. Unclutching directly kindles the energy of the being. The energy is the energy of inspiration, the energy of unclutching. Understand one important thing. We have an automatic intelligence that runs our lives. That can take care of our day-to-day responsibilities. Not only it can run our life, it can maintain, extend and expand our life as well. But society conditions you from a young age. You are taught that you cannot run without planning, without fear or greed. Your self-respect is taken away from you. You are made to lose trust that you can lead your life simultaneously, spontaneously, without fear or greed. That is why constantly you try to infuse greed or fear into yourself. You try to use fear and greed as fuel to make your life run, to make your life alive. Be very clear. You cannot run your life based on fear and greed. If you are driven by fear and greed, you will carry a constant irritation in you. From morning until night, from the moment you wake up until the moment you go to sleep, you will carry a constant irritation in you. You just wait for a reason to explode. Just one small touch is enough and you are ready to jump on the other person. He does not even need to make any mistake. Just coming in front of you is enough to trigger you. This happens because of the strain of running your life through fear and greed. If you relax, the automatic intelligence of existence will run your life beautifully for you. Your actions will be automatically propelled by the energy of existence. Ashtavakra says, you have been bitten by a great black serpent of egoism. That is, I am the doer. Drink the nectar of faith, I am not the doer, and be happy. Ashtavakra gives this technique to the king and seeker Raja Janaka, King Janaka. Please understand that simply thinking about that I am not the doer or having faith that I am not the doer will not liberate you directly. This technique by itself will not liberate you, it will just make you tired. You are not able to remember that you are not the doer continuously without a break. The moment you understand that you are able to remember I am not the doer all the time, you will be completely frustrated and you will just drop the mind. The moment you drop the mind, the truth that you are not the doer will simply become a reality. That is the technique suggested here. This is a very simple understanding of unclutching. All you need to do is remember to unclutch whenever you start giving meaning to old thoughts or whenever you connect with the old thoughts and allow them to bother you. Do not create, maintain, destroy any thought. If you don't do any of these three things, you are a supreme self, para Brahma. Unclutching is like a self-purifying method. For any technique to be self-purifying and liberating, the moment you become subtle, the technique should also become subtle by itself. Unclutching is one such technique. The technique that does not become subtle by itself stays in the gross level. If it is not able to kill itself, if the technique is not able to commit suicide, it will kill you. The beauty with the technique of unclutching is that it will become subtler and subtler by itself. As you become subtler, finally it will dissolve. Meditation technique. When you sit, naturally some thoughts will come. The moment you see a thought coming, do not give meaning to it. You give it meaning only if you connect it with your past. Without giving meaning to it, just remember to unclutch and then see what happens. The moment you remember, let me unclutch from this thought. Let me not give meaning to it for a few seconds. There will be a small silent gap. The moment you are aware that there is a silence, it will become one more thought. Then unclutch from that thought also. Then again there will be a gap for a few seconds. Then one more thought will come, I am in silence or I am unclutching. Unclutch from that thought also. Just the gap or silence should become longer and longer. That is the whole idea. Naturally, it is the nature of the mind to wander somewhere after a few minutes. The moment you remember or become aware that the mind is wandered, unclutch. There is no need to have guilt or to be agitated that the mind has wandered. The moment you remember, unclutch. That's all. In the initial level, it may be very gross, like a solid fight. You may have to utter the word unclutching, like a mantra. But in just few moments, you will see it becomes a subtle process. With unclutching, every moment will be new. Every moment will be ecstasy. Every moment will be joy. Every moment will be excitement. It is the source of undying excitement. Well, thank you for joining. Namaskar.